Hey there, Scorpio. Welcome to your reading for the week of February 10th. This week, you start with this Higher View card and this Royal U card. So, the Higher View card represents kind of like getting a bird's eye view of your life or whatever it is that you're planning on doing. And the Royal U card is kind of like a glow up card. It says that you could be having a little bit of a glow up here, or you could be taking charge or taking the lead in your life. And that's kind of like more the message that I'm leaning towards right now because of the Two of Wands. The Two of Wands is a card of taking the lead and getting out into the world. So I think it would be a great time for you to take the lead in life and whatever you want to happen, make it happen. And the Higher View card, again, I feel, I'll actually show you that card in a second, but I feel putting things into perspective or gaining perspective in your life would be very beneficial for you. And it's like sometimes I think we have to see the big picture. We have to kind of look at everything that we want in life, and we have to kind of work backwards. So this that's really what I feel this card is saying, is that it's almost like it's time for you to take a minute to maybe pause and look at the things that you want and desire, or look at the things that you want to create in life, and then make sure, number one, that the things that you are doing right now add up to that direction, right? And if there are things you're not doing, then it would be a good time for you to do those, take those actions or make those moves so that you can get closer to your ultimate vision, which is what I feel like you need to do there. You have the Page of Wands, Ten of Swords, and the Two of Wands. Page of Wands is about going on an adventure. We are in an adventurous time, so pretty much everyone gets like the Page of Wands, the Knight of Wands in their readings, and it's because the universe wants us to go and explore. Mostly we have Pluto and Aquarius, which is very innovative, but the only way we can innovate is to go have experiences and learn from those experiences, and then we have to innovate and change those experiences. So I think it's an amazing time to just explore, get out into the world, literally do things you've never done before. Like it could be as small as like maybe you go to the same store every single day, like go to a different one, right? Maybe you drive the same way to work, drive a different way. You never know. Variety is a spice of life. Have new adventures, even if they're just like little adventures. That's what I would be doing with that Page of Wands. You have the Ten of Swords. Something is definitely like dead, done, over with. I'm hearing the word like accepting as well. That's the word that I got when I picked up the card. So I feel for a lot of you, maybe you are finally accepting or acknowledging that something has come to an end in your life. I feel this has been a long process for you, and it looks to me like you're moving forward. You have the Six of Swords right next to it. You have the Two of Wands next, which is a card of moving forward or making progress. So I feel pretty good about the Ten of Swords. Again, the Ten of Swords is never necessarily comfortable, but personally, I don't consider the Ten of Swords to be a bad card. Like, yeah, maybe he's been stabbed in the back. It can represent reaching rock bottom and things like that, but the only way is up from the Ten of Swords. He's even making the symbol right here, which represents a blessing. So the Ten of Swords can also say that, yes, something uncomfortable maybe happened in your past, but it's probably a blessing in disguise. You have the Two of Wands. Two of Wands, he needs to go on an adventure. He is holding the whole world in his hands, but he's standing in his comfort zone, so he needs to do new things. Again, he is looking at things from a very limited perspective. The whole entire reading is saying you need to get a higher view. You need to expand your perspective. Getting a bigger perspective on life or on your business or whatever you're doing will help you to make more progress, and it will also kind of like increase your options. It seems to me that we are in a time where the universe is trying to get people to increase their options. And again, the only way we can do that is to explore, right? So let's see. With the Page of Wands, you have the Ace of Cups. There is a little bit of love here. You have the Four of Wands and the Lovers at the end. You have two pages here as well. So there could be love. This could be a person that either has their eye on you or you have your eye on them, or both. You're probably, I don't know, you're a Scorpio, so you're probably both spying on each other and not doing anything about it. So, I don't know. Someone has to make a move here, Scorpio. But it looks like true love. With the Ten of Swords, you have the Ten of Wands. Ten of Wands is too much work. So again, the thing that you could be releasing is burdens. The Ten of Wands, again, is another card that I consider to be a good card, really. He is about to reach his goal, his home back here. He planted these 10 wands, and those wands are his harvest, so he's about to have a harvest. And it's been a difficult journey, but he's about to earn his reward. And we kind of said that on the Ten of Swords. that it seems to me like you are accepting that something is no longer a part of your life, whatever it is, and now you're getting like a reward or you're moving forward. We even have the Ten of Wands again in the good stuff over here. So again, it seems to me like you are getting some sort of reward after difficulty. With the Two of Wands, you have the Two of Pentacles. Two of Pentacles is spinning plates. I do feel you're very busy. I'm pretty sure I said this in your February monthly reading, that it just felt to me like Scorpios could be very, very busy at this time and have a lot going on. This is not necessarily a bad thing with the Two of Pentacles, as long as you're doing things in balance. So as long as you're maintaining balance, like work hard, play hard, and taking care of yourself while you're working hard, then things will be fine. The only issue with this card is like when we only work and we don't do anything else, or we ignore our health, right, and we only work. So as long as you're balancing things out, you'll be fine. But make sure to do it. Next in the area of what's coming, you cannot make this up. Next in the area of what's coming in for you, you have this exploration card. It says right now you need to search and explore. It's okay to wander until you find your home. So again, clearly this reading is about exploration. You have this cosmic egg hatching card. It says what you've been waiting for is ready to be. Your patience is about to be rewarded. Ten of Wands, Ten of Swords, those two cards together, we're definitely saying that you're kind of coming to the end of this long, difficult journey that you've been on or whatever, and clearly it is time to explore. I would definitely encourage you to do that. You have the Page of Swords. This could be what you're exploring, is your curiosity. I think the best things in life come through inspiration. The Page of Swords, maybe he just gets excited, and same with the Page of Wands. The only reason the Page of Wands is going on an adventure is because he's excited about it. That's it. He has nothing to prove that what he wants to do is actually going to work. So, I think following your enthusiasm would be a great idea with the Page of Swords. I feel like following your excitement for life would be a good thing as well. The challenge with the Page of Swords is we can't necessarily make sense out of it, right? He might be curious and taking, a crocheting class. That might be what is popping up in his head, or that might be something he's curious about. So, and he might be thinking to himself, like, what does that have to do with my life? But you never know. You could take a crocheting class, fall in love with it, and start a business. You could take a crocheting class and meet the love of your life, right? So that's what I mean by exploration. Like, follow your curiosity, because it could lead to who knows what. You have the Six of Swords. Six of Swords is moving on a calmer shore, so we see a lot of improvement in the reading. I kind of feel that the Six of Swords is talking about general improvements that are coming in for you, and of course that's a good thing. You've definitely been through these choppy waters, and now it seems like you are coming out the other side. I also always say that this guy in the back of the boat, he represents a guide, so your guides are clearly guiding you across these choppy waters. You have the Three of Cups. Three of Cups is a celebration or happiness. These ladies here are celebrating a harvest, and I definitely feel with the Ten of Wands that there could be some sort of harvest that you're celebrating. The Three of Cups, did I say Three of Wands? I meant to say Three of Cups, but the Three of Cups is also just a great card for socializing or getting support from the people in your life. So you could be feeling very supported at this time as well. With the Page of Swords, you have the World. The World is like an accomplishment or an achievement. Again, the Two of Wands, he's holding on to the world. And this tells me that you have the opportunity to be on top of the world, or to feel on top of the world. The world is about creating your own world. This lady here, she is a sorceress, and she's been through the whole major arcana. And so she kind of has the power to create her own reality and create her own world. And maybe that's what you have gotten to with the Ten of Wands, the Ten of Swords. Like, you've been through all these learning experiences, and now you're kind of creating a world for yourself. With the Six of Swords, you have the Emperor here. If you do want love, again, we go up to the Four of Wands. Definitely could be attracting a divine counterpart. You have the Two of Wands, the World. So, this could mean travel. You could be meeting someone while traveling, or you could need to travel to be with this person. And especially with that Six of Swords as well, but definitely could be attracting an Emperor. With the Three of Cups, you have the Lovers. Sorry, so you have the Lovers twice in your reading. You already have a couple of repeating cards as well. So repeating cards in the tarot are basically the universe saying I meant what I said, and the Lovers could be love, but the Three of Cups could represent meeting a person through other people. So if you are one of the Scorpios that wants love, then I would take advantage of social opportunities, parties, having fun with people, weddings, whatever. Next, in the area of messages from your future self, you have this success card and this protection card. Really good. I feel that it's kind of like saying your success is protected, but I do feel there is success coming in for you. But it's interesting that you do have the Seven of Wands in this row. So the Seven of Wands is about putting up boundaries, and I would definitely be making sure that you are protecting your success. You have the Four of Wands, Four of Pentacles, and the Seven of Wands. Four Wands, of course, can be marriage. And again, it's not like a total love reading, but if you want love, it's here. So there could be a person that you could marry in the future. The Four Wands can just represent a commitment, and you could be making a commitment to a person in the future. This could also say that you are committing to success, right? So the Four Wands is also a celebration. These people are celebrating on the other side of the card here, and you have the Three of Cups, which is also a celebration. So I feel a lot of you could be crossing a finish line. The Four Wands can come up when we are completing something. So yeah, it represents marriage and all that other stuff, but the Four Wands really also represents completing part of your journey or completing a step in your journey. And, I kind of feel that energy here for you with the Four Wands, that you're just kind of completing a step in general. All the fixed signs, Aquarius, Scorpio, Taurus, and Leo, always get the Four of Wands. And, freedom, which I've probably said to you before, is very important for fixed signs because of Uranus and Taurus. So Uranus will be leaving Taurus this year. Doesn't matter. I would still look at the things that you do every single day, and I would say, does this make me more free or does it hold me back? And I would choose freedom. And that's what, Uranus and Taurus is meant to teach you, but also Four of Wands is saying do that. You have the Four of Pentacles. I feel pretty good about this Four of Pentacles. Normally, I don't like the Four of Pentacles because it can represent holding on too tightly to the past. But I kind of feel like you are stabilizing your finances. I feel like you're just stabilizing your life in general with the Four of Pentacles. So this feels pretty good to me. I feel a lot of you are also, it's almost like the card is just saying you're making better choices and better decisions in like all areas of your life, which is leading to this stability. So it really tells me that you have really learned from the Ten of Swords and the Ten of Wands and the Six of Swords going on at the beginning of your reading. So again, I feel like you're making better choices based off of just what you have been through. And this is going to lead to, of course, more stability, more security. And, again, that is a good thing with the Four of Pentacles. I'm also getting here with the Four of Pentacles that, I kind of feel that the universe is giving you permission to take your time. Like if you are working on your foundation in life, I feel the universe is like saying like, hey, it's a good time to take your time on building that solid foundation. There's like no rush. You have the Seven of Wands. Yeah, I would be protecting your successes from other people. Mars retrograde. We had Mars go retrograde in Leo. It's retrograding in Cancer right now. It's going to move forward in Cancer on February 23rd, and we're in the shadow until like April 30th. So, pretty much until May, I would keep, any successes you're having, you might want to keep those successes close to your chest. If you're working on something like a business or your career, it might be a good time to just kind of keep your ideas to yourself. And those are the boundaries that I would be drawing with the Seven of Wands. I don't feel you actually have to do anything other than just don't tell people what you're doing. It's just that simple. And after when you have this solid foundation, then you can tell people what you're doing. But for right now, I would kind of like keep things to yourself. And I definitely feel like I've said that to you before recently. With the Four of Wands, you have the Seven of Wands. Same thing. If you are getting into a connection as well, it might be a good time to keep the connection to yourself. It's been a weird time. The past couple months and, all these future readings that I've done have basically said, like, if you're dating a new person, be careful of their ex, be careful of your ex, be careful of like third parties getting involved in the situation. So it might be just a good time to put up boundaries. With the Four of Pentacles, you have the Six of Wands, which is great. Definitely a success coming in for you. You have two sixes here, which I love two sixes. Two sixes is kind of like confirmation for your path. It says that you're going in the right direction. You're doing the right things you need to be doing to find success at this time. So I really, really like those two cards together. Six of Wands also great for attention. And we have the Three of Cups, Six of Wands. So again, if you're trying to stand out and get love, now would be a really good time to go out in public and meet a person. With the Seven of Wands, you have the Nine of Swords, which you have twice. This is like a Cancer reading. Cancer always gets repeating cards, but now you have repeating cards. Nine of Swords is a never-ending nightmare, and Nine of Swords is like a round-round situation. The good news here is that the Nine of Swords is coming up in the good stuff, which says that you are probably putting up boundaries against a round-around situation, or you're probably drawing a line in the sand. I look at the Seven of Wands as drawing a line in the sand and saying, like, I'm not willing to accept anything below this line in the sand. So, I feel that would be a great thing for you, especially if something is repeating in your life, or like, if you have like a person who keeps repeating the same mistake, it's like, obviously that person can't learn. So, obviously that is a person you should put boundaries up with. But this could be anything. It's like you could be in a job situation or work situation, and if it's repeating, I feel that you are putting up boundaries. Next, in the area of the good stuff, you have career changes. It says, does your career fully align with who you are physically, emotionally, and spiritually? I don't know. It's a question. Ask yourself that question. You have this discovery card. It says, there's still an essential piece of the puzzle that you have yet to discover. A missing piece of information must fall into place before you will know your next step. So I actually feel a lot of you are discovering the missing piece to the puzzle, because the reading itself with the Two of Wands is kind of saying you are making progress. So, again, I feel you're leaving that Ten of Swords behind. You have the Lovers, the Ten of Wands, and the Nine of Swords. Lovers definitely could be love. Like we already said, you have the Lovers twice, so if you want love, definitely an opportunity to find a strong connection. The Lovers can also represent a new path or a new choice that you're making in life. So you could be setting yourself free in like work or business and picking a new path or doing something different, which would be great. You have the Ten of Wands. Ten of Wands can represent carrying a heavy burden or carrying a heavy weight. But again, it's coming up in the good stuff. You started with the Ten of Wands as well. So the Ten of Wands in the good stuff can say you're finally reaching your goal. You're finally getting to this house back here and releasing your burdens and letting go of your burdens. So there could be a lot of success coming in after a difficult period of time. I mean, the reading kind of looks like that. Ten of Wands, Ten of Swords, and then going to the Six of Swords, which is literally moving on to calmer shores. So, again, I think this all just makes sense. You have the Nine of Swords in the good stuff. Again, Nine of Swords in the good stuff would say you're more taking control of your situation. He is in an out of control situation, but he's not doing anything to change it. That's the whole point of the Nine of Swords. I personally consider the Nine of Swords to be the worst card in the tarot, much worse than the Tower. Everybody always blames the Tower for everything. I'm like, the Nine of Swords is 10 times worse, because, again, he's not doing anything to change his situation. At least the Tower is a forced change, right? At least the Tower, you can't do anything but change. So the Nine of Swords coming up in the good stuff is saying that you are taking control and no longer sitting in a Nine of Swords round thing, right? So good. With the Lovers, you have two cards. You have the Devil and the King of Pentacles. So it could be an earth sign for sure that you are attracting. I also feel that you could be attracting a more positive person. If you have dated devils in the past, this could say that you're attracting someone who is not toxic, who's much more stable and secure. But you've been getting earth with me forever, so it really wouldn't surprise me. Another repeating card with the Ten of Wands, you have the Four of Wands. So again, if you're wanting a commitment or if you're wanting to get married, definitely a possibility here. Also, great card for freedom, like we already said. And the Ten of Wands in the good stuff would also say that you are kind of setting yourself free from the burdens that you've been carrying. So, and again, the Four of Wands is really a card of completion. If you read any old tarot books about the Four of Wands, like, yeah, it can represent marriage, but it's also like a finish line card. It can say you're completing one thing and going to the next stage. So I feel a lot of you could be just like completing burdens or things that have been holding you back. With the Nine of Swords, you have the Seven of Swords. Seven of Swords in the good stuff is about doing things differently. He is stealing these swords from this army in the background. It basically says there's a better solution to your problems. Like, instead of going to war, he is stealing those swords. So if any issues or challenges that you're experiencing, or not even, right? We can improve good things that are happening to us. So we are in a time where we should be looking for better ways of doing things. I say it in every single reading. It's very important. It's what we should all be focusing on. So, it makes sense. The Seven of Swords comes up like crazy now, and it makes sense based off the energy. You have this Seahorse card. It says family matters on it. If you are in a connection or are with a person, even if you have a family with a person, I feel really good about that in this reading. So there could be like improvements in love that you already have. You have the Spirit say, it says heartache over what you no longer have. Ten of Swords, Ten of Wands. Again, Ten of Swords is a blessing in disguise, but usually we don't realize that something is a blessing in disguise until the future. So if you have released something or let go of something, and if I kind of get this feeling that you're wondering if you made the right choice. The answer is yes, is what this card is saying. You have this flag card that says, do not be tempted to lower your standards. The only way is up, is what I'm hearing, Scorpio. Two of Wands with the World. it says you need to do things, and you also have that royal you card, which is saying like you are bossing up or claiming your crown or glowing up. But I feel like you need to do that. It's like saying that you need to create the world that you can be on top of, and that's what I would do here. You have this table. It says hard work ahead. Yep, Two of Pentacles. We literally said it. So, but I really don't see this as a bad thing. This isn't even a bad card. I think this is a good thing. I feel you're probably working hard because you're actually getting results. And again, my only warning with the Two of Pentacles would be to make sure you're balancing things out. You have this bad card. It says something important, such as a new job or a race. Definitely some sort of career change for some of you. For some of you, I feel like you're doing your own thing. It's like maybe you have a side hustle and you've been trying to quit your job, and that could be happening as well. But this looks really good, Scorpio. So thank you for being here, and definitely enjoy your week.